I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. And well, last week, I believe, I saw a music video from the man on the screen. His name is Marlon Craft. And I didn't know who this guy was. I was like, okay, I like a good white rapper if he's a good white rapper. You know, unfortunately, Jack Harlow let me down. Yeet, trash. Ian, trash. So I was a bit hesitant. You know, I like Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky still keeping it up for me. He did a freestyle recently that I didn't react to, but I watched and listened to, and it was really good to me. So I don't have a problem with white rappers when they actually are good. And this guy's great. I'm not gonna lie. I listened to this song already, Analog Man, in the music video that popped up in my algorithm, and I went down the rabbit hole. And I was like, this guy's one. He's been rapping since I think 2021, two maybe, probably earlier than that. But that's as far back as I went. And Buddy got chops. He's really good, in my opinion. And I think him and Win should do a song ASAP. No Rocky. I would love to hear that. I'd love to hear a Marlon Craft song featuring Win. That would be hard. Who knows? Maybe it already happened, and I'm just ignorant to it all. If it did, let me know in the comments below. But either way, he's been on my radar ever since, which that was like a month ago or about a few weeks ago, whenever that Analog Man. So I'm giving him his flowers here now to let you know, hey, this guy is on our radar, somebody we should be listening to and watching. I did watch the On the Radar freshman type freestyle that they did. That roster there is the only freshman list that I acknowledge this year. I don't care what Double XL does. Now, why I ain't react to it, and it's a long 22-minute cipher. And I listened to every verse, trust me, I did, but that would have been a long video. So I didn't react to it. But Marlon Craft was definitely one of the best freestyles in there, along with Ruben Vincent and Marco Plus. He did an amazing job, too. Swavey was pretty mid for me. Rayvon was pretty mid for me. That was the only two mid freestyles in there. Everybody else, Chris Patrick did a great job. Everybody else that was riddled through there. It was this one other guy in particular that I'm forgetting his name. He did a good job too. Either way, fire. That's the type of freshman freestyle I want. That On the Radar freestyle. And Marlon Craft was a part of that. I've already heard this Analog Man song. I just didn't react to the video. So here we are reacting to the live performance of the beat in the background, I guess. Very instrumental riddled track. It's a lot of strings in it. It's a lot of horns in it, especially in the end, which I appreciate. His musicality is reminding me of Mac Miller in a sense, which I'm not gonna put that boulder on his shoulders. I'm not gonna put that burden on his back, because that is a heavy weight to carry. So we'll see. You know, at the end of the day, I hold Mac Miller to a very high standard, top 15 greatest of all time, dead or alive. So we'll see, you know. But regardless of it, I like the Mac Miller S-ness to it. On top of that, he sounds like a battle rapper mixed with lyricism. It's just everything you want in a rapper, and it's not hard to understand. You know, he's not rapping fast like Eminem. It all matches. Listen for yourself. I'll stop explaining. Definitely New York to the core, though. I'll say that much. As far as his punchlines go. Damn, they're going crazy with these strings. Hold up. Sheesh.
The post-humorous, the soul's posthumous, they guiding us, loving what we ought not to trust. I've forgotten stuff that used to be the tenets of my grind. Rent's gotten up, a lot's not enough. The crock pot of justice cooking slow. It's a show, it's a circus, we living in the content. Take our information, we ain't really giving consent. Take our information like we try and keep in touch. Out of touch is what we all get. Another empty pawn sent to do the work of false royalty. I'm trying to be somewhere on the beach, living off royalties. I'd rather be off brand than be off loyalty. Can I rest in the sand and work where the soil be? Am I more than a plot that just needs foiling? Immaculate conceptions, below average retentions, screaming into voids in hopes that someone gets it. Despair's everywhere, but hope can't get arrested. Damn. I used to think I might be the chosen one. Now I'm just grateful for the growth I done. Feel like they think my mental health woes is overdone. Without the right support, I'd be overdone. So if you held up one of my limbs, then I owe you one. Yeah. But that type of guilt would leave me bodiless. So I mix the gratitude with New York City confidence while we keep dichotomizing optionless and opulence. I'll burn with the people on the ground before I take my place on the rocket ship. Your favorite will be snuggled up next to Elon and shit, leaving you for dead in the cockpit, making TikToks and shit. But y'all love that toxic shit. Call it how I see it, how I see it isn't how they want it. No, I guess it's shame on me. I put the blame on me. Cause ain't nobody else here can hear what they don't see. Who want jump out the window? What you say on 3? Cause I'll die trying to fly before I'm not what I came to be. Yeah. I'm just an analog man in a digital world. I'm just an analog man in a digital world. And if they throw away what I got to say, at least I littered them pearls. Still could fight with my hands in this digital world.
Sir.
Guess it's shame on me. I put the blame on me. Cause ain't nobody else here can hear what they don't see. Who want jump out the window? What you say on 3? Cause I'll die trying to fly before I'm not what I came to be. I'm just an analog man in a digital world. I'm just an analog man in a digital world. And if they throw away what I got to say, at least I littered them pearls. Still could fight with my hands in this digital world.
Fire. I go so far to say peak. At the end of the day, you know, I know at this point with Kendrick Lamar seeming like he's about to, you know, fire it back up, to be honest. But still kind of in the last leg of his career. He hit his peak, if we're being honest, even with Drake as well. Even with Cole, even. The big three, in my opinion, are getting to a point where we can't depend on them to provide hip-hop how it's supposed to be provided, if you're catching my drift. Now, I get we live in, like Marlon Craft was saying, a digital world, and it's all become digitized in a sense with the inceptions of people like Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi Vert, Vicious, Yeet, you know, the list goes on. At the end of the day, if you go watch that On the Radar freestyle of their freshman list in a sense, you will see there is a lot of great potential in that group. A lot of great potential. It's amazing talent in that group. Facts. That could indeed take the jerseys of the big three and be the next big three for the next generation. But the only way those guys are going to be able to even really get to that point is if the rap community, and that's when we say hip hop is dead, we need to say the hip hop community is dead. Rap is still well and live. Niggas going to be rapping until they can't rap no more. You're going to always get a variety of different types of raps, whether it be lyrical and musicality or a bunch of bullshit. You're going to get both, regardless of it, no matter what. And until the end of time, it's just too much of a valuable commodity. But what has died is the hip-hop community. The hip-hop purists don't exist anymore. The folks that consider them hip-hop purists are the ones that grew up on Juice WRLD and XXXTentacion and Lil Yachty and people of that ilk. Those are the young hip-hop purists now, unfortunately. And until they really age out and realize that that stuff isn't substantive, like, while it's good for the moment, at some point, you're going to want something that lives past the moment and be something that you could hear forever. They're going to drop off, and then they're going to slowly ingratiate back into where hip-hop should be in the foundation of it. Because there's nothing wrong with evolving music. Don't get me wrong. Hip-hop should have 1,000,001 subgenres. I get it. Because that's the evolution of music. Music has 1,000,001 subgenres. That's just the evolution of it all. But regardless of it, there is a foundation to anything that you do in any genre, whether it be country, pop, rock, metal, reggae, Afro beats. It's a foundation to it all. It's a base to it all. And when it comes to hip hop, the base is bars. The base is lyricism. It's not lyrical miracle, but it's something of substance. Something that you can listen and go, hey, this was good. He said something. What it could be about whatever it's about, but at least he took the time out to craft something that I could consider art, not trash. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Shout out to Marlon Craft. This was amazing. I like this song. One of the best rap songs I heard all year so far. Can't wait to listen to that album if he is cooking up one. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.